It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see DeAndre Swift. He's one of the highest-scoring backs in the league, ranking 5th in rushing touchdowns. It's the Bears and the Lions, next on Madden NFL 25.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go.
Here's Williams. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards to go, second down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll go play action here with Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working out of the gun, Williams. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To the air, Williams. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw is Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Throwing is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bears at 11-3 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Swift again on second down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, Williams. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Lions will take over here.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw. Williams. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Derek Barnes.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Williams now operating from the gun. Open man is Myers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kirk.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Williams, a final shot before break.
He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And up to about the 26-yard line. It's the 25. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, here's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action, now Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Operating from the gun, Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Swift will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field.
It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A pass complete to Odunze.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he is going to bring this back in. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
There he goes again.
Touchdown, Chicago. Deep. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Bust through the tackle.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here we go. Check out.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Now 2nd and 4.
Go!
Back to the running game with Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hup.
To the air, Williams. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run with Swift. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had it.
It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see DJ Moore. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bears and the Hawks on Sunday night.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Throwing right away is Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Looking to throw is Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing is Williams. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bears at 12-3 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game, and those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. To throw once more, here's Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touch. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, here's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A gain of 32 that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to get this to the 31. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. One more time with Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams rolling to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC off. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Williams. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Swift again.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 3 here in this game. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Running is Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yep.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.